Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech, and today let's unbox and take a look at OPPO's new Reno8 T 5G and see what it is that they're offering with this one. Now before we proceed, a quick request: if you're on Telegram, use the link in the description to join the C4E Tech channel so that you can keep track of all my new uploads. Let's first quickly take a look at the box contents. They've got the RAM storage mentioned up top. And once you open up the box, you are greeted by this white insert. It houses a SIM ejector tool, your regular booklets for quick start and safety information, alongside a soft TPU case. Next up, we get to the Reno8 T 5G itself. This is the Sunrise Gold SKU. OPPO also offers this phone in Midnight Black. Of course, as with most OPPO phones, there's a screen protector pre-applied that I'm gonna remove to better show you that display. We next have a USB Type-A to Type-C cable, and that's followed by an 80-watt SuperVOOC charger, and that's pretty much everything in the box. Guys, before we move on, a little disclaimer: this video is sponsored by OPPO. It's a highlight video and not a review. And with that said and done, let's go on to see what this phone has to offer. Now, though we saw an 80-watt charger in the box, the 8T 5G maxes out at 67 watts, which is still pretty fast. The 4800 mAh battery on the inside can go from 0 to 100 in just 44 minutes. Now, despite solid battery capacity, the Reno8 T 5G happens to be one of the lightest phones around, weighing in at a smidge over 170 grams. It also happens to be quite slim at just 8.7 millimeters. The sides and back, though, they are made out of plastic. That said, OPPO's gone for a matte finish to the back, and there's also an anti-fingerprint coating up top to ensure the 8T 5G doesn't pick up fingerprints and smudge as easily. Now, the curve to the back and front helps with the ergonomics a lot. It makes this phone very comfortable to hold and use. Now, this front, it is covered by Asahi's Dragon Trail Star 2 for protection. Underneath is a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED panel. This is a 10-bit panel with a Full HD Plus resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate. The display, it's very good. It's crisp with punchy colors, though if you want, you can switch to more natural colors from the settings menu. We get a peak of 950 nits of brightness, pretty respectable for a mid-ranger. OPPO also allows for always-on functionality with a lot of options to tinker around with, get it looking just right for you. Now, this phone sports stereo speakers, which happen to be pretty loud and rich, and also present here is a hybrid tray. So you can either use 2 nano-SIM cards or nano SIM with a micro SD card. Beat it up, OPPO does support 13 5G bands here. What isn't supported though is a headphone jack, which is MIA. Now, beneath the display sits an optical fingerprint scanner, which turned out to be pretty fast and responsive. The other option for biometrics is face unlock via this 32 megapixel selfie camera and the hole punch up top. The selfies themselves, they turned out quite nice with ample detail and natural skin tones. Even with portraits, OPPO seems to have done well with respect to edge detection. Now, to the back, we find a triple camera array. The primary is a 108 megapixel sensor that's paired with an f1.7 lens. The performance is quite good. Images, they turned out well detailed with excellent colors and dynamic range. Initial impressions at least. Even under low light, as you can see here, given OPPO's night mode, the results are more than acceptable. Now, the other two sensors, well, we have a 2 megapixel micro lens, which, while not practical, is interesting. It lets you shoot something different. The other sensor is 2 megapixels for depth. That's supposed to help you get better portraits. Now, I personally really wish they'd gone with an ultra-wide instead. Anyways, moving on, under the hood, the Reno8 T 5G is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 695 SoC. This is paired with 8 gigs of LPDDR4 XRAM and 128 or 256 gigs of UFS 2.2 storage. Not groundbreaking specs, but for light usage, ColorOS 13 does seem to run decently here. Even outside of day-to-day use with something a little more intense like, say, gaming, this phone was able to run some popular titles well enough. I didn't run into any heating issues. It seems like as long as you're okay with lower settings, most games should be playable on the Reno8 T 5G. Now, as far as pricing goes, OPPO's priced this at $29,999, and they have some offers to get you the phone a few $1,000 cheaper. Now it's mainly aimed at the offline market. So basically, if someone needs to only buy offline and wants a sleek phone with a good display and a good primary camera, the 8T 5G could probably fit the bill. Now, what do you think? Leave a comment down below. And with that, we are at the end of this quick little unboxing and hands-on. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. Subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that bell icon if you haven't yet. And I guess that's it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Until next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.